Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I have two special guests with me. I have my eldest and my youngest. These are my two Tauruses. They wanted to say hello to everybody. So go ahead, Willow, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, and here comes my middle kid.
A third child.
Yeah, this is Dilly. Hold on. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, guys.
For today's look, I used the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. If you guys don't know me, pink is my favorite color, but purple is like a close second. So I like purple because my February birthstone is amethyst, and that's a deep purple. So every year on my birthday, I usually wear like a purple eyeshadow. If I can find the two that I recall doing, I will insert them here. I'll place them right here. But yeah, so every year on my birthday, I try to do purple eyeshadow because it symbolizes February and amethyst. So if you guys follow my birthstone series, which I actually just uploaded the August one not too long ago, and that one is that green, that lime green that I honestly couldn't wait to get to. I think September and October are going to be interesting. No, November is interesting because November is like that mustardy gold shade. It's really pretty. But anywho, okay, so today I used the Bling Boss palette by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Let's talk. I do think for $15 this would be worth it. The only thing I will say is it's very inconsistent. Like, you know what I want to do really quick on camera is I want to add a little sparkle to my inner tear duct. This bling bling shade right here is like, it looks like everything, and hopefully it is everything. Oh, really pretty. Really, really pretty. I was going to use this all over the lid at one point, but I do have somewhere to go, so the look that I was going for was going to be super dramatic and probably more of a nighttime look than like I'm going to the dentist. Anywho, what do I have to say about this palette? Well, Leandra, let's see. What do you have to say about it? The first thing I want to say is there are some inconsistencies. I hate to say that. When I did this eye off camera, it was so much easier to work with than when I did this eye, and I did this eye on camera. You will notice there are some significant patchiness when it comes to like right here and on this side. Even now as I'm looking in my viewfinder, like I just keep wanting to take like a blending brush and blending out the edges just ever so slightly. Actually, that helped out a lot. It was just one specific color. It was this color Rockstar in the center here, and it's like this reddish purple. Now, I do know that purples are sometimes a little difficult to get the consistency right. So that reddish purple Rockstar right there, that one was just, it wasn't working on this eye. When I put it on this eye, there wasn't as much skipping or patchiness. So I don't know if it was my primer or if this palette is just a little inconsistent, maybe because they were pushing it to really get it out, but that's what I found. How do you guys like my lighting, y'all? Like, yeah, I think I finally got it down packed to a science for what I like. Like, I think this looks great, but let me know down in the comments what you all think. So the Bling Boss palette, it's Bling Boss? Bling blah. If I had to rate this from 1 to 10, I would give it a 6 or 7. It's not completely horrible because as you can see, this vibrant purple, I'm completely living for it. It's not exactly a shimmer and it's not a matte. It's like that satin finish. So it has a little bit of sheen and it went on smoothly. Like I didn't spray my brush and I didn't have problems getting it on my lid. So that color, and that was the shade Gem. Living for that color. And then as you guys saw, I just put Bling Bling on the inner tear duct, and that one worked really great. The other shade I used in here was Mystic, and I actually put Mystic on top of Rockstar, the patchiness of Rockstar, and Mystic blended out really nice. So it's like hit or miss with some of these shades. The only one that I had a problem with was Rockstar thus far. So that's why I gave that palette a 7 out of 10. 6 or 7 out of 10. So we're like maybe a 6.5. So not quite 6, but not quite 7, like right in the middle of 6 and 7. that's what I'm going with. I do think that for $15, like if you buy them individually, honestly, I would suggest buying them individually. Like the one that I haven't had any problems with at all is the Ring the Alarm palette. That one worked seamlessly, and that one was actually in my last giveaway. So, but before we get into the tutorial, please make sure that you follow me on my social medias. If you like videos like this, give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I do an upload. So without further ado, drum roll please. Let's get right into the tutorial. Hey guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Start with my tea. I like tea and coffee, but I'm trying to be good. So here's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, and this is the more cool tone purple. So to start, I'm prepping my eyes using the MAC 24-Hour Extended Eye Base, and then I'm going in with this pale color to set that. Yes, I am one of those people who likes to set my primer. So the first shade that I'm going in with is this. It's like a cool tone purple. It's called Hush Hush. It's like a purple brown. I really don't know how to describe it. It's very unique. So I start by patting it, but as you can see, like against my skin tone, it really doesn't make that much of a big difference. So I'm just going to use it as a transition color, and I'm just going to go back and forth. It does look a little weird at first because my skin naturally is a little more warm tone. So I'm going in with the shade Rockstar. This is the shade that actually gave me the most problems. I'm going to start by packing it on just like I do any other eyeshadow. And you'll see, like, the way I start it is I kind of create the shape that I want by packing the color into the shape. Now, if you look carefully, you can see there are certain spots, like on the outer corner and on the inner corner, where it just kind of wasn't sticking. And right here is where I was kind of noticing that in the mirror. As I blend it, it's just kind of blending away. It's a little patchy. It's really not showing up the way I want it. And if you can see right there on the inner part, it's almost completely gone on the inside. I've never really had this happen, and you'll see that I really had to work with it. So I added a lot of this color, and it still came out a little bit patchy. But don't worry, I was able to fix it, just, you know, just a little heads up. And it's just that one color, because this shade Gem, which is this beautiful vibrant purple, this is probably one of the most beautiful purples I've ever seen. So I want to go ahead and place that all over the eyelid, and I'm using patting motions. I did not wet my brush, so you can see that this eyeshadow really did do well for me to have not wet the brush. And the reason I like this shade is because it's a little more like a satin, it's like a satin finish, and it's so pretty, very beautiful. I think this shade alone saved the look. But right there on the inner corner where that eyeshadow was patchy, it was just bugging me. So I went back in with some more of that shade Rockstar, and what I was doing was I was trying to see if I pat the color there, then, you know, maybe it would look better, but it really didn't help that much. So now I'm going in with this shade Mystic, which is this really like maroon brownish purple. Like, it's so pretty, and honestly this shade saved the day. So I went ahead and I used that to blend out the edges of Gem and to kind of go over the screw ups of Rockstar. Maybe I'll try Rockstar on a different base, I don't know. I do kind of have to finesse with that shade. So because I did lose some of the Gem shade, and it's actually my favorite out of this entire palette, I went ahead and added some more. Now I think it's workable. So do a little back and forth motions with your blending brush, and it should work. It should work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera. And now we are back. So here I am with my both eyes done. I added my lashes. These are the Cocoa lashes in the style Diva. Actually, these are Ardel. These are the Ardel, I believe they're the 116s. So for my eyeliner, I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do. I actually started by going in with the lavender one by Marc Jacobs. They're both Marc Jacobs eyeliners. They're my favorite eyeliners of all time. But I started with the lavender shade, and later on in the tutorial, I actually go back. I don't show it, but I went back and I put the black in. So I use that shade Mystic to kind of smoke out my lower lash line, and as you can see here, I'm still getting used to like my lighting, so maybe holding up like this whiteboard wasn't the best idea. But I'm taking a nice pencil brush and I'm just smoking that out, and girl, this shade Mystic is the business. So now I'm going to go ahead and dust off the Colourpop powder. That's what I'm using under my eyes, and all of the details for my foundation will be down in the description box. So I'm just dusting that away, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my mascara to my lower lash line, and then I'm going to, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to move on to my face. So I'm going in with this Marc Jacobs Hi-Fi filter in the shade 60, and I'm using this Luxie brush to blend that in. This is a very neutral bronzer, which I love so much because it goes well with warm and cool tone eyeshadow looks. So that's why I use that one. And I also used it to contour my nose very lightly, very, very lightly. Most of the contouring was done with the highlighting powder. And what I like to do is when it gets a little harsh, I like to take a beauty blender, the beauty blender that I use to place my powder on, and just kind of go over the edges. It really helps to soften up your contour. And like, I get a lot of oil by my nose anyway, so it really helps with that as well. And we're good. Now I'm going in with this Tarte blush. The name of it will be down below. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cheeks. It's a very nice pink. It's a cool, I don't want to say it's cool tone, but it's like a neutral pink. So it really works with this eye look because purple is kind of cool tone. It is cool tone. So now I'm using the Mario Badescu Lavender and Chamomile spritzer to kind of put all those powders into place. Then I'm taking this Milk Makeup highlighting stick that I got as one of my Sephora rewards. I'm placing it on a small EcoTools sponge, and I'm going to place it on the high points. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Kilawatt Kilawatt highlighters in the shade Chic Phreak, and I'm just going to place that right over where I have that highlighter. And it's more of like a pink gold, so again it brings that cool tone out, but it has that gold, so it really helps it blend well with my skin. So I'm just going to add a little bit to my nose, the center of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And then we're going to move on to lips. Yes, I love this. Yes. So then we're moving on to lips. What I like to do is to put a little bit of the powder and the concealer, whatever's left on my sponge, to kind of like mute out my lips since they are two-toned and sometimes it can affect the way things look. So I'm going in with this Bare Minerals Attitude lip liner. This is one of my favorites, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm going to take my time and line my lips, and I'm going in with this MAC lipstick. It's an OG. This is Angel. It actually used to be Kim Kardashian's favorite. That's initially why I bought it. So I'm going to place that onto the center of my lips, and then I'm going to add a gloss. This is Colourpop's Thoughtful, T-H-O-T, which I thought was really cute. It's a very intimidating looking gloss, but once you put it on, because it's so sheer, it works really well. It just has that really nice pink tint, and it's overall pretty transparent. So now I'm going to spray my face with the Hangover Setting spray. I love the formula of the spray itself, but the spritzer is so aggressive that I have to go back. Anyways, that completes this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, beauties, mwah, stay blessed.